We firstly go to race number 4, and in this race we've got at the top of the book Nakoni County, Vincent Ho in good form, but he does have wide barriers on Wednesday night. Vincent for most of the races, igniting. He's got a wide draw again. Yo Beauty racing well, gets the £10 claim. Beauty Tycoon makes his Happy Valley debut. Classic Posh up to the 1200 metres, a 3-time course and distance winner. Lucky Archangel back up into Class 3, and Sergeant Pepper goes up to 1200 metres. He's better known as a 1,000 metre horse here in Hong Kong. All right, speed map time here, Nick, 1,200 metres. Igniting's always an interesting runner on the speed map because he does have pace, but he just doesn't seem to show it anymore.
Yeah, look, he's drawn 9 as well. So, I mean, look, from what we've seen latterly, it looks as if he's going to get back. Yo Beauty's best place to go forward. He's drawn gate number 1. Angus Chung on board, claiming a nice bit of weight off the back of him. I don't think Beauty Tycoon will be too far away. First go at the track, drawn a good gate, and Sergeant Pepper's another one. He's down at the bottom of the weights there. He's in 6, and he's shown plenty of dash of late, Paul, as well.
Yeah, look, he's been racing over 1,000, so it's just a step up to 1,200, but he has got that early pace. Nakoni County, I think he'll go back. He's one of these ones that Mark was talking about, Vincent Ho's wide draws, and as such, he'll go back. Classic Posh goes back, and Dragon Admiral didn't show much gate speed in his debut run here in Hong Kong.
He steps up to the 1,200 metres, does Dragon Admiral. Won over that distance at Sale prior to arriving. But it is the focus of John Size, our first interview. Nick's had a busy day. He's on the panel. He spoke to John about Beauty Tycoon earlier today.
John, Beauty Tycoon will have his first look around Happy Valley on Wednesday night. He's been doing a good job in his recent runs.
Yeah, he's been consistent, little horse. He's a couple of times been a little bit unlucky, but he's managed to win a race, and I think that he's ready to go on with it. Happy Valley might suit him. He's got good speed, and I think there's some pace on for him. He might be more comfortable there.
He's had the hood and pacifiers on for his last couple of starts. Do you feel that they've improved him some?
Well, I think he was just in a race that wasn't fast run. Chartini can get a little bit too keen. So the hood might have slowed him down a little bit and made him a bit more manageable. But I think his tempo is important for him. If they go quick enough, which they normally do at Happy Valley, I think he'll be fine.
Perhaps those turns might just keep him interested as well.
Yeah, he'll have to concentrate to get around those corners, but I think he'll handle it.
He's had a recent trial, John, as well. Looked to trial really nicely.
Yeah, it was only a few runners in it, and it was nothing to get a guide on, but he just needed the exercise. And we thought that he trialled well enough, and he seemed to pull up well after the trial, and he should be ready to go back to the races.
Another good gate as well. I suppose that's certainly going to be no detriment to his chance.
Of course, it's always a help at Happy Valley. So yeah, he should be a reasonable chance of winning a race like that. I think he's got the class to handle that sort of assignment.
Yeah, interesting. He might go that way. And just finally, obviously, with all your experience here in Hong Kong, John, is it a necessity for a horse to have a look around Happy Valley before he runs there? I mean, this guy hasn't. So.
I think it certainly helps. Yeah. That's for sure. Even a trial or a race of some description certainly helps them if they've been there. But with a good draw and plenty of speed on in the race, that might be enough to allow him to get away with it.
John Size there talking about Beauty Tycoon. He's not the only beauty horse in the race, Nick. We've got Yo Beauty in also. Comes up with barrier number 1, gets a £10 claim for Angus Chung this week. He's only won once, but you can't knock his form. He is so consistent. Yeah,
he's been racing so well, hasn't he, this horse? And look, I think where he's drawn, the £10 claim, which brings him down to £119, certainly a big pluses as well for him, and he has had a recent trial also. Didn't trial too badly, I thought, at Chung Fa Pool, but he looks very well placed.
Yeah, look, he has been slow away at the back end of last season a couple of times, but this season he's jumped both times. He's gone straight to the front. He's got the apprentice claim, so look, he does look well placed in this race.
He also features in this replay too, Paul. Now, this is 2 starts ago for Nakoni County. He's raced since at Sha Tin. But his best Hong Kong form, Nakoni County, is at the Valley.
Yeah, definitely. Now, he will want pace on because he's going to get back, I think, from that wide draw. But he should get it on. I think there will be good pace in this race. So, look, he finished off strongly enough here, but Yo Beauty, as you can see, was too good here on this occasion.
Yeah, he was strong, wasn't he, in victory? And look, he was 39 to 1 last time, Nakoni County. He won't be that price this time, especially at Happy Valley.
His man on board, Nick Vincent Ho's having a great season, second on the premiership. What about these rides on Wednesday night? Is there a winner or two amongst them?
Do you know, I think there is. Look, he starts with Theta Hedge, who might be some sort of chance there in the second. Of course, Lucky Gold's interesting, the Coney County. It's races 6 and 7 that stand out on that graphic. Jumbo Legend and Nordic Dragon Pool, very interesting horse.
Yeah, look, he's come through the ISG sales and he's won 2 trials, so he looks good. Yeah, I do like those. Do like him, and Jumbo Legend's obviously on a hat trick.
His $7 million purchase, Nordic Dragon 2 from the sale. Now, Lucky Archangel, Paul, he's been one of your horses in the past. He struggled in Class 3, but has drawn 8 twice, 10 twice and 12 up in Class 3, and he's got 7 this week.
Yeah, so he's worth another go, I think. I agree with what you're saying. You look at it, the bare statistics for Class 3, and it looks terrible, but there have been excuses there. He's a horse in form. He did come away and win this race nice. He comes in with a nice racing weight of 122, so I've definitely included him.
Yeah, look, he's racing off a mark of 64. Having a look at his runs off 60 plus, he's only ever placed once from, I think, 7 occasions. So he does struggle when he gets higher in the weights.
What about Sergeant Pepper, Nick, going to 1,200 metres? He ran 4th over 1,200 once in Australia, but his best form here in Hong Kong and also in Australia was 1,000 metres.
Yeah, look, he's going to need a lot to go right for him. And one thing I will say about him, he's very consistent. 4th run of the season, and he hasn't actually run a bad race so far in 3. So he just knocked up a little bit late here, I thought, last time out. But there is a question mark, I think, at the trip, Paul.
Yeah, I can't have him over 12. I prefer him over 1,000.
OK, so no for you on Sergeant Pepper. That's one we don't need to worry about in your top 4, Paul.
Exactly. Beauty Tycoon, I think he'll get the nice run just in behind Yo Beauty. I think it could be a Beauty Quinella here. Yo Beauty will set the pace and Beauty Tycoon behind him. So a lead trail scenario. Lucky Archangel can come off that pace. Now, I'm going to put Igniting in. He's well rated at the moment. He's down to this rating of 73. He's 1 off 79. He's a bit of an enigma recently because he hasn't got that early pace, but he has come off from the back of the field and run well in the past. So I wanted to include him as well. 5-3-8-2.
Yeah, I've also gone the 5 here in this race, Beauty Tycoon. I think he's a very nice horse, and I think coming to Happy Valley for the first time, John Size sounded very confident with him, and I think he's a horse that has just progressed with the hood and pacifiers going on. This will be the 3rd start with that headgear. So Beauty Tycoon on top. Yo Beauty, as we say, looks extremely well placed in a race like this. Draws gate 1. We've seen Angus Chung to very good effect from the front, and I think that's exactly where he'll be. Nakoni County, I think, you forget his run last time at Sha Tin. He's a much better horse around Happy Valley, and a good tempo up front can certainly see him to good effect. And I've thrown Sergeant Pepper in, even though I do question the trip slightly. I just thought the fact he is so honest, he might just be able to hold on for some minor money there. So 5-3, 1 and 10 for me in the 4th.